about the body and how we keep our habits healthy during our travels for the holiday season, or do we just throw our healthy habits off and we say, you know what, let's focus on the prize for this month?
Unhealthy habits for like January to November. I thought we agreed. I thought we were okay with the fact
You
that
agreed
healthy
with who,
habits,
buddy?
Just generally, that healthy habits are
As
from
a
January as a
society.
society. January to November, healthy habits. December, food, rice, meat, alcohol, good times only.
No hydration at all, just alcohol. Well, we're going to be speaking about how do we make sure we stay fit. Fitness instructor Dikeledi Amy Monama is joining us to give us Holiday Travel Fitness Toolkits, so we maintain that fitness during this December. Dikeledi, welcome on the show.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having me again.
Hey.
Yeah, no, man, it's bright time, man. Leave us
Oh.
alone, Dikeledi. Leave us
How
alone.
can we leave you alone? How can I leave you alone when you guys have goals that you want to reach?
Okay, it is a tricky time because most of us are traveling. We moving away from our usual gym routines, and probably we're going to really adjust even our, our diet schedules. Right? Let's start with where do we kind of navigate this in a way that won't be too detrimental, and we're moving too far away from what is the healthy lifestyle that we've built throughout the year.
Okay, so I would suggest that the first thing that people really fall out of when it's holiday time would be routine. So having some sort of routine, maybe like a routine mostly in the morning, because afternoons, obviously, it's plans, it's brides, it's parties, it's going out. So if you really want to stay active, start off with just having a small morning routine, just so you don't fall completely off. Having just a plan, small tools, and a flexible mindset. And I think a lot of grace, because just because you had a bride today and you don't have a bride tomorrow, but you feel bad for missing today, and then now you have a fixed mindset of kidi holiday, let me not really get active. But I would say those three things are the most important things that you need to look at.
It's tricky because keeping a routine while unpacking, we're going on holiday, we're going to be traveling and we're going to get to that holiday destination and we have to unpack and get things ready. There's an itinerary that we need to checklist and make sure that everything gets done. Routine is going to be a big challenge there. What are the small things that we can do, especially during those travel trips, just to create a little bit of a moment for a healthy maybe running session, or maybe you could do a little bit of skipping in the morning? What would you suggest for people to do that they carry a little bit of their healthy habits even in their travels?
So I would say pack a bit of resistant bands, have a skipping rope, have running shoes, like you say. Just morning times is the best time. Just 5, 10 minutes of your morning, have a walk, take a walk on the beach before you start your day, or skip 5 to 10 minutes. Resistant bands are easy. It's so easy to fit in any bag. Could fit in a handbag even. So just pack a small resistant bands, just and then take the moment in the morning. And I think with itineraries, because you are planning the itinerary, if you are serious about staying active, you will fit in your planning. You will fit in just 10 minutes or
Yeah.
15 minutes. And
Dikeledi.
I think would encourage the people, sorry about that. I think
Mhm.
what would encourage the people is to do it as a whole, because if you isolate yourself and you're like, no, I'm going to be the only one who's taking the 10 minutes out, it's going to be hard. So do it
Yeah.
as a group, whoever you're traveling with. Just say tomorrow morning we are walking on the beach
Yeah.
before we start the day.
Well, speaking about fitting in, you're saying, yeah, it's going to be much easier to do if you do it on a group. But the truth is, during holiday time, majority of the people in the group will probably won't want to because they don't have the same fitness goals or the same body goals or whatever kind of goals that you have. They don't have the same goals as you. And one thing about holiday time is that it's communal time, it's community time. So you're with friends, you're with family, and it's easy then to just go with the crowd, right? What the crowd is doing. How do you resist that when the crowd is like, naman, it's time to do this right now. Hey, we're going clubbing. You can't do that. That's not what we're doing today. And you're like, you have your fitness goals, but isn't it so much easier to just do what everyone else is doing and be happy with the crowd? So how do you resist that temptation of the crowd pulling you in one direction and you trying to still, go about your goals?
I think I have only two answers. The first answer will be I would advise people to be around the crowd that supports their goals and be with the fitness people, have your fitness friends, have the people that you have. And if you don't have those people, then have some grit to just focus on your goals and not, because sometimes people will feel like you think you're better than us, why you working out on holiday. But people understand that's who you are, then that's who you are. And just have grit to just say, I will not be taking away the time for us to go clubbing or us lazing around and everything, but I will take my time, even if it means waking up 5 or 10 minutes earlier, to just do it so that you don't put it in everybody else's face, or just not, if they don't want to be included, then you just do it on your own. So you either have grit or you have the right environment.
Dikeledi, I also think we're making excuses, right? Yeah, in studio. I'm just listening to myself and Palesa. It's like we're trying to find an escape route, not to actually continue with our gym fitness goals, right? But one of the great things about a holiday is that you have time, a lot of time, right? And it's probably a good time to also reinvest into your fitness. And I think it's all about calculating that time. We'll come back after the break and speak around that. How do you prioritize when you do have a lot of things to do during holidaying, but you also have time to do things that are probably going to refresh you? This is the time to get physically active. This is a time where you can get the opportunity to do activities outside and actually to enjoy more of your body. We'll speak about that after the break.
Your life, your rhythm, your Africa. Channel Africa. Find it for free on Google Play and the Apple App Store.
Você é fluente em português? É apaixonado por rádio e quer trabalhar na África do Sul? Você tem documentos que o qualificam para trabalhar na África do Sul? Nesse caso, podemos ter uma oportunidade para você trabalhar no Canal África. Envie seu currículo e demonstração para Canal África at newsroom@channelafrica.co.za. Lembre-se, se você não receber alguma resposta nossa em 14 dias, isso significa que você não foi selecionado. Canal África, a perspectiva africana.
Hashtag on the move and connect with us.
Fitness trainer and the founder of Leap Fitness, Dikeledi Amy Monama, is helping us really understand how we can continue on those fitness goals even during the holiday season. It is officially the 1st of December. Let's go a little bit into food, because we know that fitness goes with nutrition. And during the year, if you are someone who's been sturdy on your fitness goals, Dikeledi, you've also been eating well and trying to, add those two things together to make sure that you're fit and healthy. But how are you going to keep doing that if every other day there's a barbecue or a braai, if every other day we're eating pizza and nobody feels like cooking, if there's no meal prep being done because we're moving from one place to the other and going on holiday? How do you maintain that nutrition that goes along with your fitness?
I think people assume eating healthy is difficult, but food is as accessible as all the other foods. So if I'm at ShopRite or any other place, there's an aisle for sweets and there's also an aisle for fruits. There's an aisle for alcohol and all the other stuff, and there's an aisle for your juices and your good stuff. So it's all about choices. It's really all about choices. And healthy food is not inaccessible. While they're having their snacks and they're having all the other stuff that you're not trying to get into, have your fruits, have your biltong, have your peanuts. It's as accessible as all the other stuff. So it comes down to what Benjamin said, that it's all excuses and cravings. Um, so I think people were just gonna have to work on their grit this coming holidays. I'm thinking about my own grit because yes, I've
Dear
been
boy, yeah.
so yes, I've been so calm in my own little bubble. Now I'm going home, visiting granny and offering all these things. It's all about thinking about the goals that you have and just sticking to your goals and saying that it's not that I can't have fun. It's just that I'm choosing a different kind of fun that will
Yeah.
benefit my goals, especially in January.
And you know what? We have time, as I mentioned before the break, and we can maximize it. It's a holiday for a reason. And I think that we can also incorporate some healthy activities in our itinerary. There's nothing wrong to say, hey, guys, this morning we're going to take a bit of a jog as a group and do a little bit of sightseeing. Hey, let's do a little bit of a trail while we're in this part of the country and enjoy the view. Because if you don't think about it as exercise and you're like, you know what, it's a fun trail, we're going sightseeing, it's just a different perspective of getting that exercise in without really calling it exercise.
100%. You stole my words. Habits are fun when they stick. When the habits are doable when they are fun, like you say, if you're going to hike Table Mountain, you're not thinking it's an exercise, but boy, that is exercise. You are stiff the next day. Your entire body is stiff,
That is the
So
hardest
habits
hike. I'm telling you, I've done it before. And I was like, when I came down, I was like, guys, you didn't tell me my muscles will feel like this.
You see, so you don't think about it. So I would say people must choose enjoyable activities,
Hmm.
swimming, hiking, short, those Zumbas that you put on YouTube, and then you and your entire family are dancing to this YouTube lady who's making everybody dance, but then you are actually actively doing an exercise, or playing sports with your nephews and your kids outside, get a ball, play 20 minutes of soccer, and that's a whole workout session. You don't even know it, but you were having so much fun. And it's a habit and kids always want to play. So you can literally put in a young workout there with your kids.
Yeah, there's a lot that we want to do this holiday season. I think it's great advice to say, okay, there are activities that you can plan on holidays that feel like fun, that feel like a good time. And before you know it, you look at that exercise ring on your phone or your device or your app, and you're like, wow, I actually did quite a lot of movement right now. As we get the year to the close, should we actually be putting as much pressure on ourselves this holiday season as we do during the year? Or is it okay to still want to, continue being, part of your fitness journey, but also just taking it slow and relaxing? I mean, we all deserve it at the end of the year, don't we?
We all do if you've worked hard the entire year. Okay, so if you have some strong values, some strong grit, you may relax, you may take a couple of days off. But if you know you're someone who struggled, someone who didn't give in the best the whole year, I think if you still have goals, go for them. And now more than ever, because you actually have more time. But if you've been on it like some of us for the rest of the whole year, take it easy, eat right, um have a bit of exercise here and there, go see family. It's not, if you are intentional about your plan, you can always come back to your intensity. But if it's going to be something that you just fall into, that you were lazy for like a week and now you're like, ah, I'm not going to do anything, then it's going to be very hard to come back from it. But if you plan your rest and you are intentional about it, it's going to be easy for you to just come back up again with the intensity. So I would say people must just plan. I know holidays, people think um, you don't have to plan, you don't have to lose the routine, but you have more fun if you plan it. You
Nice,
have
man.
more rest.
Fantastic. We always love having you on the show. Thank you for joining us, Dikeledi. Where can we find you online?
It's a pleasure. You can find me I have an Instagram page that is Leap Fitness
Nice.
2024. I also have a website, www.leapofffitness.co.za.
Dikeledi, it's always cool having you on the show. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
That's Dikeledi Amy Monama, founder of Leap Fitness. And as you could hear her, a very firm fitness trainer saying, guys, let's go for it. Let's end the year strong. Well, let's